This is Crucible. This is a Amazon game that they've invested a lot of money. They worked really hard on, and it just didn't work out. Unlike New World is still there. New World is still successful. But this game came out, I think it was like an open beta. I played it. I thought it was okay. I don't know. It was kind of buggy and kind of I don't know, unpolished. Like the animations looked unpolished. Basically nobody played it like Concord, and they just went, "You know what? We're just going to kill the game. We've been working on this for 5 years or whatever. Yeah, we're just not going to do that anymore. We're done." And they just killed the game. The game was supposed to release and they said, "Nah, we're not going to do that. We're just, yeah, no, forget it. Yeah, we can tell this is not going to go well for us." And they've had similar issues like that for other games. I believe they were also Amazon was working on a Lord of the Rings MMO. And I believe they had 2 attempts of it. And both of them didn't go well. I don't think they're making that game anymore. So this New World was rough as well. They also have Amazon Luna, which is a cloud gaming service, sort of like Stadia, but not as bad. And that nobody uses. And it makes sense that Amazon would try to make something like that, because it's like, yeah, I mean, Amazon has AWS, which is their server infrastructure system. They rent out these servers to companies so they can use them. It's a very profitable business. It's really successful. They make so much money off of that, and they're just thinking to themselves, what if we use our servers, right, our server technology for gaming as well? And people could pay a subscription, and then it could play games on our servers, right? And that's Amazon Luna. It makes sense on paper until you introduce the fact that, well, cloud games, they have a lot of issues. Like the lag, like how close you have to be to have a good experience to the servers, how good your internet is, how reliable it is. Just a lot of problems that have not been resolved yet. What I commend Amazon on is that they keep going. They haven't given up. They still keep making games and they're still trying to nail it. And you got to respect that. You got to respect the hustle. So they're making a new game. It's called March of Giants. It is a 4v4 PvP game. Let's see what they have to say.
Ça va faire 5 ans maintenant que je suis avec Amazon, et que j'ai la chance en tout cas de pouvoir être dans cette aventure. On a décidé conjointement en tout cas de créer un studio complet à Montréal et spécialisé en plus dans le MOBA et vraiment dans la fibre multiplayer compétitive. Le déclic pour Amazon, c'est la rencontre avec Christophe Hartmann, en fait. Là, j'ai vu quelqu'un
there's no English. This is
donner une carte
in Montreal,
créative
Canada.
forte, comme j'avais rarement vu.
Speak French there.
Et j'ai aimé ce pari.
They're very proud of their French, by the way.
Historiquement, quand j'ai
don't want to
commencé
leave that
à
behind.
regarder le MOBA, je me suis dit, il a vraiment écrit le fait d'être un héros, mais il a laissé quelque chose derrière lui. Moi, j'ai connu le RTS et j'ai vibré pour le RTS qui racontait la guerre, en fait. On est sur un territoire très particulier. On va partir pour les grandes batailles.
Yeah, I like
en fait,
RTS too.
L'avenir du RTS m'emmenait à encore plus de grandes batailles. Et moi, je pense que cette histoire existe.
Yeah, that's what I used to
Elle
think
est
too.
toujours possible et je pense qu'elle est même possible dans le MOBA. Et c'était
That
ma première
RTS would
question,
just
je me suis dit,
become
comment on
crazy,
fait
like
pour en
just
fait être
like
capable d'avoir cette
millions of
modernité du
units
MOBA.
and
Donc,
stuff like that.
en tant que joueur, je suis un jeune, je fais partie d'un groupe, mais en même temps, nous ne sommes plus dans une arène, nous sommes plongés dans un battlefield, dans une terre de bataille en fait. Est-ce qu'il existe dans le monde des humains, en tout cas dans notre monde historique à nous, une bataille, un phénomène réel qui a existé, qui se rapprocherait du comportement MOBA? Et je me suis dit oui.
Interesting question.
Si on caricature un peu la Première Guerre mondiale, il y a quelque chose là-dedans, il y a quelque chose de ces tranchées, de ces lignes d'unité qui viennent en tout cas s'effondrer les unes contre les autres. Je me suis dit, il y a quelque chose ici.
Yeah,
donc qu'est-ce que c'est que la Première Guerre mondiale?
That's one way of
Qu'est-ce que
looking
ça
at it.
peut nous apporter? Parce que c'est important d'apporter un univers qui nous permet d'éclater en fait la boîte traditionnelle. Ce sont des unités qui ont une forme de destinée en fait. Ils ont un agenda en fait qui peut
It's interesting to see that they have like horses and then they had this tank thing. It's like
la possibilité aussi de changer le sol.
I guess kind of like World War I.
On commence à vraiment, on le voit.
It's around the time when we figured out that maybe using horses in the battlefield, not a great idea.
Et puis enfin, un champ lexical très différent. Là, d'un seul coup, on rentre dans une guerre qui nous emmène ailleurs que dans l'heroic fantasy. On n'est plus dans le référent du bouclier, de l'épée et de la magie. on va être dans un référent dans lequel, si on a une magie, elle se rapproche plus de la science. Si on a des armes, elles sont plus proches de la poudre,
I see.
du
So
canon,
it's like
de
it's
l'obus,
almost like
etc. Donc, un
steampunky in a
changement
way,
complètement
like
différent.
very focused on
Et
like the
donc aussi
machines.
peut-être un rapport au tir, un rapport à la visée différent. Mais il nous faut notre univers, il nous faut notre magie aussi. C'est comme si on percutait en fait la Première Guerre mondiale avec
So there is still
un conte
magic.
de fées.
So it's like World War I inspired, but there's still magic.
Est-ce qu'il existe un
But
être
it's
de conte de
using
fées qui pourrait vraiment
weapons.
se marier avec notre champ de bataille
And
et
it's
nos
it's
soldats?
got that Attack on Titan vibe. It's just like it's like if somebody wanted to make an Attack on Titan like MOBA, 4v4 MOBA. And like I guess one of the players is the Titan. Is that what it is?
C'est le moment d'exister. Ça y est, enfin, ça va arrêter d'être une folie collective d'un petit nombre.
Look at that guy's mouse. He's a real gamer.
Ce projet, il va pouvoir exister à
His mouse has side buttons on
les
it.
vrais joueurs vont rentrer dedans.
Look at this. Look at that. You see that? Look at all those buttons. That's a lot of buttons, man.
À l'alpha, c'est
That's how you know he's a real gamer.
Ça y est, enfin, ça va arrêter d'être une.
Look at that other mouse. It's a different mouse. They have all sorts of pro mouses.
Sortir ce projet, il va pouvoir exister à l'extérieur, puis on va pouvoir enfin recevoir la vibration.
I hope this is good, man.
Bref,
I like how he was talking about RTS.
En fait, on ne travaille que pour ça. Hein. On fabrique un jeu, mais la vraie façon de jouer au jeu, la vraie façon même de développer un vocabulaire autour du jeu, c'est celui que les joueurs placent. Parce que les joueurs, c'est une quantité de cerveau largement supérieure à la nôtre, qui ont un temps incroyable,
The nose ring.
très nombreux, de pouvoir trouver des façons que nous n'avons pas vu venir. Alors j'invite tous les curieux, les compétiteurs et les seigneurs de guerre dans l'âme à se joindre à l'alpha de March of Giants.
There's gonna be they're gonna have an alpha, and you can sign up for the alpha. It's gonna be September, I think, 2nd towards September 2nd towards till September 10th. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, and so this is their website right here. I have their website here. This is March of Giants. So it's going to be a free-to-play 4 versus 4 war MOBA. And there's going to be a closed alpha, again, September 2nd to the 10th. You got to request access on Steam. It's North American. Makes sense, because they're in North America. So it says, stand among giants. Calling all MOBA players. Craving a new challenge? Enter the fray with March of Giants, a new war MOBA experience set in a ravaged urban battlefield. Play as a giant. Dominate the battlefield as a towering war commander in strategic 4 versus 4 combat. So do the players play as the giant? Is that what it is? And then like the guys, the soldiers are just like the creeps. They're just the NPCs, you know, the little guys in a MOBA. Lead your soldiers, lead thousands of fearless soldiers guiding their movement to support your team's advance. This sounds cool. Deploy battle works. Position powerful reinforcements like trenches, tanks, and bunkers to turn the tide of battle. This is. I feel like this guy watched Attack on Titan and he's just like, what if we do that? But like, because even Attack on Titan was, you know, obviously had like, you know, guns and, you know, like naval ships and tanks and all of that. So like, yeah, you just got to watch enough of it to see it. Your feedback will have an impact. Be the first. Alpha is just the beginning. Join us in this early playtest to be part of March of Giants' growth while helping impact its future. Reinforce development. Help influence the development of March of Giants. Closed alpha players can share feedback and report issues in March of Giants Discord server. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so they're inviting for feedback here. And this is they were talking about here. And this is freaking out. How do I sign up for the beta? What are the PC requirements? So that's, yeah, they already got that. Okay, 75% render scale. So yeah, this is a really freaking crappy old ass CPU. This 3100, I think this is a 4-core CPU. So this is old. And this is much better here. But this is not a high requirement. So they're aiming for this to run on potatoes essentially. And at 1650, basically everything with 4 gigs of VRAM, basically everybody's got, you know, most people have something equivalent to this. This game could probably run in a Steam Deck. 8 gigs of RAM. Yeah. And this is recommended here, and they're recommending a 2060 Super, which is, again, ancient. It's like a 7-year-old GPU technology there. 5700 XT. It's from 2019. 16 gigs, and then recommended system for 120 FPS, 1440p. So obviously this is now we're gaming. So the modern CPU Zen 4, Alder Lake here, low end. Both of these are low end, but nice CPUs. And a 3080 and a 6800 CD, which are both equivalent. So this game looks very optimized. These are very good. This is like, you know, this will run on a Steam Deck, man. Where developers behind March of Giants? What languages? What steps will you take to prevent toxic behavior? How will you stop the toxicity? How will you stop players calling me no words? I don't want to get called gamer words on freaking voice chat, guys. Please. Oh god, this is so cringe, man. This is so fucking stupid. We're gonna try to protect you guys so you don't hear no words. Okay. And by the way, I am not a gamer word enthusiast. It's not like I run around every time I'm playing a game like spouting gamer words. But it's just fucking cringe, man. Like, this is a game about murdering each other in a World War I fucking inspired Attack on Titan setting. And these motherfuckers are worried about being called meanie words. It's like, come on. If you're enjoying this video and you'd like to see bigger and better content, the only thing you need to do is hit subscribe and like, and I'll take care of the rest. So yeah, and I have a timer here. So I have to admit, this looks pretty cool. I kind of wish that they would have had, you know, I kind of wish they would have had more gameplay, or any gameplay really. And they didn't. Like I said, this is their previous game here, and this is not made by the same developers. I think they've probably fired all of these developers. And one of the things that they had issues with in this game is that they were developing it on the Amazon Lumberyard, which is basically CryEngine. It's like rebranded CryEngine. It's like the engine they use for like Star Citizen. And man, they ran into issues. I don't know. The devs just they bit more than they could chew, I suppose. And let's hope that this game here, March of the Giants, is not. Let's hope that it's not gonna get the same treatment.
Subscribe and like.